Hey you! You're watching a clip from the DynamiteGizmo Podcast. This is not the full episode, but if you want to see the full episode, make sure to click the link in the description. And remember, like, comment, subscribe. Do it now! Here's the clip. I'm living in a world of cookies and cream. I'm living in a world of cookies and cream. Caio Borralho. Back in April of this year, I made a video essay. Can we say that sentence over? Back in April of this year, I made a video essay comparing the Fighting Nerds to the Ninja Turtles, a squad of undefeated rising stars taking the UFC by storm as a unit. And if you want to check out that video essay, it's right on the homepage of my channel under the video essay section. Each of these guys in their own weight class, and at the time, they were all undefeated. That was before Carlos took a loss to Ian Gary. He's the only one with a loss out of the four of them. Since then, we've already seen Mauricio Ruffi fight this year. We've seen Jean Silva fight, and we've seen Carlos Prates fight twice now. So now it's Caio's turn. And call me cheesy, call me casual, call me a mainstreamer, call me whatever the fuck you want, but I fucking love the Fighting Nerds. I want to see every single one of them achieve greatness on their own, while pushing the whole squad higher together. A dream of mine. That's a dream. I dream of that day. To see all four of them holding gold at the same time. Could you imagine every Fighting Nerd, all four of them, they each have their own belt? Crazy. That would be amazing. Sounds crazy, especially with Kamzat sitting at the top right now, but that's a good dream of mine. So let's talk about Caio. He's considered the leader of the Fighting Nerds, and his nickname is The Natural. Because according to him, wherever the fight goes, it's just natural for him. But he's also dubbed the King of Nerds. Not only because he co-founded the Fighting Nerds with Pablo Sucupira, but because he might actually be the biggest nerd of them all. Caio's into superhero movies, video games, anime, and he spends hours playing chess. It makes sense. His father was a math teacher, so Caio developed an analytical mindset at a very young age. And by 15, he was tutoring other students in math and chemistry. That same analytical brain is what he now applies inside the octagon. And if you look at the other Fighting Nerds, they've got similar traits. Oh, my neck, dude. For example, Ruffi, who's also on this Paris card, by the way, took his nickname straight from Monkey D. Luffy, or Luffy, I don't know how you say it, in One Piece, the anime show. But I don't know if you knew this, but Mauricio Ruffi's real name is Mauricio de Lima Santos, and I believe that's what you'll see written on his shorts when he fights, unless they've changed it since. And as for Caio's UFC career, he's undefeated, 7-0 in the UFC. He's on a 10-fight win streak overall. Most of those wins have come by decision, but it's that technical, analytical approach that separates him from the rest. He's beaten guys like Armen Petrosyan, Abu Smagomedov, Paul Craig, Jared Cannonier, Brendan Allen, and Michał Oleksiejczuk. And here's something interesting. After beating Michał actually left his old gym and officially joined the Fighting Nerds ahead of UFC 314. And at that point, Michał was on a 3-fight losing streak. And since he made the move to the Fighting Nerds, Michał has fought twice with the Nerds at his back, and he has won both times. If you're new to the sport, but you've enjoyed watching the other Fighting Nerds do their thing this year, then this is definitely a card worth tuning in for. Complete the collection by seeing the leader, Caio Borralho. Okay, you got to see what he's capable of as well. But here's the thing, okay? Here's something to consider. Caio cannot afford to just win by decision, as he normally does. He needs to deliver something spectacular. A knockout, a sick-ass submission, or at least a fight that is so exciting that the fans are on their feet and going bananas, even if it does go the distance. Because like I said earlier, this main event is in direct competition with RDR versus Hernandez to see who gets the next middleweight title shot. And if Caio goes out there and just grinds to a slow decision, even if he wins, it won't be enough. And I honestly think the UFC will lean towards the winner of RDR versus Hernandez, if that's the case, because we already know that fight is going to be fireworks no matter what. Both of those guys just don't know how to be boring. So Caio needs this win. He needs it not just for himself, but for the Fighting Nerds. He needs to keep it to their collective... He needs to keep the collective momentum alive. They need to keep winning, dude. And he needs it to prove he belongs in the conversation with the elites at the middleweight division. So, Caio, don't just go out there and go for the win by decision, man. Make it exciting. Put on a show. You guys are the superstars of the UFC now. Whether you want to or not, you don't have a choice. So let me ask you, audience, are you a fan of the Fighting Nerds and hoping Caio takes the win? And if he does, will his performance be strong enough to secure a shot at the UFC title? You gotta let me know in the comments, dude. I'm relying on you to comment on this video right fucking now.
Tap here to watch the full episode of the Dynamite Gizmo Podcast.